Hey, what's up? So today is an interesting day. Very interesting day, I must say. And no, not in a good day. I made lots of progress yesterday and the day before, but today I'm going back. Um, well, let's start from the good stuff first. So those are the Titans, and I also worked on making a weapon. So I'm using this same idea of ChatGPT giving me many ideas of a weapon on a clean canvas, and then I'm telling it to create a bigger version of it. So had few iteration of those until I got to these acts, which I like. Then the conversation got broken. So I started a new one. Um, yeah. So they really need to fix it, right? It's their website. I'm on ChatGPT.com website. Why their images are broken? Well, anyway, I went to make a new hero. So new human hero. Why? Because apparently the heroes that I'm using now is 1 million meshes, and it's not very performant. So this one I made in 100 meshes. Again, didn't like the pants, so I asked for variation of the pants, and then with less closes. And out of those, I choose that guy. So I think it looks a little bit better. I spent several iterations with building it into a 3D model until I figured that a pose is not working here. And yeah, what I changed here? Oh yeah, the ears. I had problem with the ears. You see the ears covered with the hairs. The 3D models had an issue with that. So in here, it gave me a little bit more of the ears. And here I tried to use a 3D style. What's the difference between those two? Yeah, but this one actually, whatever the difference is, after I told ChatGPT, give me a 3D image style of this chart, this one actually was more pleasant for Tripo, and was able to generate better results. And finally realized that A pose is not so great, and to switch to to a T pose. And yeah, I was able to make a hero, progress with that. Cool. I'm getting there. You will see my crush in a moment. But before that, let me show you. Yeah, I'm repairing it now, so maybe the entire game will be broken in a second. But this is the Titan hero. Will I be able to show you? Actually, last time I think this didn't work as well, right? Don't remember. But anyway, here is the attack. Here is the attack on the mob. I think I mentioned it once. There is that mode when I'm clicking space continuously, and then it goes into auto attack mode. Yeah, I'm going to weaken that route. Let's see if I will be able to show you the other hero. So race, yeah, now we have races. A human and Stanish warrior. Super slow. Okay, let's see if it's going to be able to load them up. Yeah, it did. Nice. So this is the other heroes that I made. I didn't adjust the X in its hands, so that part looks awkward, but it's the same weapon. I think for humans, I probably need to create another weapon. But hey, we got a hero, so cool. And so I will remove the other 1 million meshes hero. And then while working on the attack lab, I'm like, why this fix that I fixed yesterday or 2 days ago is misplaced? And ChatGPT tells me, well, it worked on the other branch. And I'm like, what do you mean other branch? I'm working on this game by myself. Why do we have branches? So apparently it hallucinated at some point and branched out. So part of the features living in one place, part in another. And I told them, well, fix it, merge everything to main and redeploy. And it did that. And this is the result. Yeah, this is my progress of it. This is what I wanted to show, that I have race selection and you can select a race, right? Okay. It's fixing it now. So maybe I'm not even able to load the game. Or will it allow me to do so? Let's see. So it's fixing it now. Let's see at what point it's currently at. Because it's a complete mess. What's going on? Why do I need to wait 30 seconds before it will prepare the graphics? Oh, maybe because I'm recording, my graphics is laggy. I noticed having the zero FPS. Yeah, so 1 FPS and everything is messed up. So the LOD objects of the trees are messed up. The grass alpha is messed up. I'm not even able to rotate around. God, this is such a disaster. This is such a terrible, terrible thing. This is what happened after the mount. We basically went backward a lot. So yeah, so this new feature of selecting races, sure, I'll give you that. But everything else, I'm taking. This is pretty much what happened. Now, I started to fix it. Let me show you. This is where basically landed. I told it, yeah, when I'm recording, for some reason, it's just so slow. Okay, ChatGPT, I think it's just got stuck. Awesome. So it's not moving. Like the progress bar is not rotating. It's not my day. Did I tell you that it's not my day? Yeah, it's not my day. Yeah. And another thing that I want to show you, just because I cannot do anything else, I'm looking into this repo. It's they have nice vegetation and a license that actually allows me to use it, but it's made for an older version of Unity. So to use this project, yeah, it's 3 years ago. Unity was 2026. It's 2024, and this is before that. So if I want to use it, I will have to rebuild a ton of stuff. Actually, I would show you the conversations that I had about it with ChatGPT, if it would allow me to do that, but it's got stuck. I'll give it one last try. Let's see. Can I switch to a different conversation, sir? Oh, did it get unlocked? Oh, it did. Right. Oh, cool. It's back to life. So I told it to fix everything inside the game. Those are the things that I noticed. Performance dropped to 1 frame per second. Grass alpha got messed up. The yeah, the debug bar that I'm using got the old pink metric, and the LOD of the trees also got messed up. Okay, so here's my investigation for using this grass architecture. Um, it says yes, so it's awesome. I should not read the rest. But if I do, it says we can use it, but I would integrate a project on fork or a render, not import the repository unchanged. And later it goes to explain that basically everything needs to be rewritten, but the core ideas inside this repo are solid. So essentially now we are generating 240,000 instances of a grass, which is probably not very performant. And those instances will be replaced by a shader that will generate something that will be, well, I'm thinking about the thing out kind of an illusion. Yeah, my 3D knowledge are not very high, but it will just render what the camera sees based on, I think, height. Not sure how I decide where the grass is going to be rendered, but that should be a more performant technique, and to achieve it essentially that UI inside this library. Oh man, I'm sound like so not technical. Yeah, well, this is what I have for today. It's a it's a disaster day, but you know I'm not too worried. I think I'll be able to recover. The most important thing is that everything was still committed, still merged. It's just a mess to get it all to the place where the right priority has been assigned to each of the branches that ChatGPT choose to hallucinate on. And once it's fully cleaned up, I'll be able to continue and make progress. So cheers for today. See you tomorrow with hopefully back to normal performance.